What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lion's Kitchen once again. Today I am going to show you how to make my MANANANA muscle shake, right? So all these ingredients are what we are going to need, but some of them you can switch out, some of them you can replace, you can double up. Hey, that is the beauty of this fitness game, okay? Your health is ultimately about finding what works for you and enjoying every single last bit of it, okay? All right, so let's get started. So as far as the macros and everything go for this, you're gonna have to watch the entire video in order to get the secrets. But, right, what we're gonna start with is our equipment. As always, this is our Bad Betty. She is what we need the most, a blender, because that's what's gonna get everything nice and fine and grained up, because we don't want no clumps, no lumps, no blah, all right? We're gonna need a knife, something to cut up some of our ingredients, some sort of measuring device, yes, utensils, oh, great. And then, last but not least, a blender bottle, because what else are we gonna drink out of, okay? All right, let's go over our ingredients. I know it may seem like there is a lot, but trust me, there is actually not that much here, okay? So, mainly, right, what we're gonna need: bananas, check. Strawberries, check. Peanut butter, with or without honey, check. I like to use these little to-go packets too by Jif. Yeah, they're pretty convenient, you know? So, next, we are going to need our milk. Now, preferably, whatever you want, you can use lactate or you can use almond breeze. Either way, I prefer the unsweetened vanilla almond milk, but if you have little sensitivities to some things, then hey, can't go wrong with lactate, okay? And as always, I talk about my piece de resistance, that is the Retty Whip. We keep this on tap. Yes. All right, so as far as what's gonna make this our muscle shake, let's get into that. So, our bad baby here, we have Snickerdoodle Devour. So athletics, check the link in the description if you want to get a tub of yours. 30 grams of protein in each scoop. We're making it happen with her, okay? Graze Pro, so athletics as well. A joint support complex that gives us everything we need to stay nice and lubricated, all right? Next, glutamine. Glutamine. This is a wonderful essential amino acid, okay? If you don't know what it is, stay tuned. You're gonna check out my video on what glutamine actually is. I'm gonna drop that for you, all right? So these combined is what's gonna make our shake nice and muscly. So that's all the ingredients. Super duper simple, super quick, really easy to get from your local store, local commissary, Walmart, wherever the hell you get your groceries from, okay? So now let's get into actually putting this thing together, okay? So first thing I like to do is just prep my little area here. Nice and clean. Don't know what the hell that is. Nice and clean here now, right? Just to make sure that we're all ready, squared away to work on this surface. All right, now the space is nice and clean. The first thing that we want to get is our bananas. Take the bananas out, right? Squeeze from the bottom, bam. Peel, nice and easy so that we get all of that nana in there. Bam, drop that bad boy down. Next, we want our strawberries. Grab them, open those up. I like to call it a handful, right? You want a handful of strawberries. If you want to get real nice and measured like, you want half a cup, okay? That's it. You want half a cup. Great. Guess what we're about to do? We're gonna start cutting everything up. So the trick here is just to cut them up into as many small pieces as you can, okay? And then obviously we're not gonna want the tops to all the strawberries, so we're just gonna cut those off. And when we cut off the tops, we're gonna throw those away and then cut our strawberries into probably fourths or halves, or you know, whatever your blender can sustain, okay? So we're gonna do that really quick with all of it. All right, so now that we got all our fruit, smells absolutely delicious, all nice and cut up, right? We're just gonna slide that over to the side, okay? Because we want to start prepping our area, okay? So we want to grab whatever milk you decide. All right, for me today it's going to be the vanilla almond, unsweetened vanilla almond milk, right? And we need 10 ounces of that, okay? So fill it up until it gets to 8 1/4 cups, okay? Great. Now we're going to go ahead and start adding in all of our wonderful fruit, okay? So we want to make sure that is going to mix well as much as possible with all the liquid. And if you're like me, then you're going to make a mess. Fuck it, whatever, just toss everything in there the best way you possibly can. I'm drinking this, all right? I can use my hands. I was blessed with these. I'm gonna use them, okay? So, now that we got all that in, now that we set the foundation, right? We can start adding in the things that are gonna make it a little bit more thick, all right? T-H-I-C-C, thick. First part of that is gonna be our peanut butter. Now, like I said, you can use a Skippy that already has honey in it, or if you're like me and you're super lazy or you're always on the go, I have these nice little to-go containers here, all right? So you just take 1 serving of this guy and you're just gonna toss it right up on in there, all right? Put that there, nice and scraped out. 1 serving or 1 teaspoon, depending on what your version of teaspoon is. There can be 1 to 1.5. Like I said, you can switch it up, get all that in there nice and right, you know. Ooh, I want to, man, I am really good at making a mess, all right? But that's okay. All right, so next what we're gonna toss in is our wonderful Snickerdoodle protein, our Dave Hour. Do 2 nice scoops, bam, 1, yes, 2. Now before we add anything else in there, right, we wanna make sure that everything, when it blends out, is gonna blend nice and right. So what I like to do is just give it a nice little twirl, right? I'll start seeing things like kind of sticking together. That is a great sign. Just like that, that is nice, nice, all right? On top of that, we wanna go ahead and get our glutamine ready, right? So each serving of this is about 5 grams, depending on what supplement you have, it may be a little bit different, but I like to take 1 scoop of this and toss right on top. And I find it easier that I use like a teaspoon because that is the weight and what it's worth. So I take that, toss right on top there, okay? Then we can put that nice guy to the side. Next, we have our Graze Pro. So Athletic Joint Support Complex, right? Because if you're like me, sometimes you don't want to take pills, you don't want to swallow pills. That's all right. Good thing about this is, look, watch, twist and flick. Just like that, and get it all in there nice and on top, right? Same thing goes with all of them. If you want to do a full serving, you can do a full serving. It's completely up to you, right? Again, we like to mix it up, find what works for you, and make it happen. Right. That's all our ingredients, and on the tippity top of that, so we know that everything mixes really smoothly, and I do this every single time with my protein shakes. I take 2 to 3 ounces of water and splash it right on top, right? So everything's gonna mix really smoothly, nothing's gonna get too lumped together, and we're not gonna have any blah. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that is all our ingredients, super simple, super quick, except for our last one. We are gonna pop that top on, and we're gonna get to blending. Okay. So depending on your ratio, how much you actually made, you may have filled up your blender. You may have only made enough for yourself. Either way, that is okay. So next, grab your blender bottle. Right, pop the top. Oh my Lord! That smells good, okay? And then we just gonna pour it in. Now look at that, y'all. No clumps. No clumps at all. No clumps. Nah, because we not about that life. We not about that life. We don't do clumps. We don't do clumps around here. And look at that. Look at that ratio. That is a full shake. Oh my God, but we are not done. Our piece de resistance, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. There it is. Can you see it? Come close, come close, come close, come close. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Simple as that. We have our Strong Nana muscle shake. So stay tuned here for a little bit for the macros. You're gonna be mind blown, okay? This is absolutely delicious, okay? Now remember, this whole health game, fitness, is about finding what works for you and still having fun with it. Finding those delicious recipes and enjoying them. So if you like to add something different, you like to switch it up, please, by all means, do that. Let me know what works. Let me know what doesn't work. If you loved it, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe for more because I'm gonna put now hundreds, thousands of recipes, okay? So without yabbing my gab too much more, I'm gonna go enjoy my muscle shake. For those of you that made it with me, cheers. Happy lifting, y'all.